Hey everyone, welcome back to another Triefenbach racing video. It is now race week again. We are going to Tri-County Speedway, hopefully. It's supposed to get like rain Tuesday through Friday morning-ish. If that falls through, then we'll end up running Southern Raceway, which is a tad bit closer, about 20 minutes closer to us than Tri-County. But we'll see. So this here is the old bumper. They got tore up pretty good past race. I don't think there's a straight bar on this thing. Frick. Y'all can't really tell, but look at that gap there. Yeah. I will just fill it with some melted metal out of a freaking welder. I don't weld, I just melt stuff together. Yeah, hey, got that done. That was a lot easier than I was expecting, but we ain't done yet. We gotta, maybe if I just pound this out a little bit more, bring it even to there, might be a little better, but yeah, well, she works. We are way too hot. All right, so as we wait for that bumper to cool down so I can throw some paint on it, I did some work on this valve spring removal tool. I literally just ground down my my redneck CNC machine, my grinder. Took off, I want to say about 1/4 inch. So hopefully when I do my valve springs tomorrow, this fits on there and get them nuts on. So last week I did have to make a repair right here. This weld was cracked all the way around. I had to straighten it out a little bit, re-weld it here and re-weld it here. But other than that, that was probably the only damage to the car from the last race, chassis-wise. All right, everyone, it is Thursday. Yesterday I did the nose. It is all permanently mounted. I just kind of have to do the support brackets on the side, just reattach that stuff. Drill a hole through where it mounts on the chassis and throw bolts in, and it is permanent. So that was actually went together really, really nice. If you got a Dominator nose, I would definitely recommend investing in that bumper because it fits it pretty much perfect. Had to make a couple changes, but other than that, it really wasn't a whole lot of chopping and cutting. So now, right now, I am starting on the valves. I have my rockers out. They're all up here. I'm not going to do a video of me doing that because I just need to focus and make sure I do it right and make sure we don't drop a valve. Make sure we don't do anything stupid like that. So today I just want to swap them out. If we have time, I'll go through and then do all the lashing. If not, I'll just temp install the valve covers and spark plugs and, you know, proceed tomorrow on Thursday. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna get back to work here. I'll probably see y'all back tomorrow when these are done. Hey guys, it is race day finally. I've been waiting all week for this day. We are going to Tri-County Speedway, which is probably one of my favorite local tracks around here. It is tiny. It's like you're going in a complete circle the whole freaking time. But it is probably the smoothest racing surface around. They can take that, you know, easily compared to these other tracks here. I mean, I've heard some good things about Southern this year. They've turned their things around. I plan on racing there maybe sometime in April. But anyways, we're going to Tri-County tonight. I was watching the trailer yesterday and I realized we had a flat tire here. This tire was flat. I put some air in it. Well, it feels solid. I think it just might have had a leak or something. It's been crazy temperature changes. Like, you know, one day it's 70, almost 80, and then the next day it's I don't know, 40. So that tire seems to be holding air. It's gonna be a good spare. It was that silver tire on my trailer, and well, the spare tire was white. So now I got all 4 white wheels on the trailer. Ain't look so redneck after all. But we got some work to do on this late model. We have to put all the body panels on and kind of just wrap up some small stuff. Start going through setup. I kind of went through most of the setup yesterday, but I've made a couple changes. I don't want to go too radical and then unloading the car be way off. So I'm gonna stick with what I've done so far. I've added some lead to the car, just because I feel like I was a little bit light, because I burned quite a bit of E85 in that main event, the last race. So I added a little bit to be 100% sure, and after tonight we'll see, we'll reassess our situation. All right, but I got everything done. Valve springs are changed, new bumper pieces installed. This is securely mounted now. I have to fix the T-bar right there. I kind of bent it up a little more, but other than that, we are just about there. Oh, I do have to retape this big old gash right here. Yeah, we'll pull this guy back off and tape it. But other than that, yeah, it's just these doors, quarters, and hood, and body's on it. All right, so the car is put back together for the most part. I got to throw on tires and wheels. I got to figure that out, what I'm going to run. If I'm going to put on some older stuff just for hot laps, or if I'm just going to keep all the good stuff on. I don't know. I didn't really notice much tire wear after a 3-lap, you know, hot lap. So anyways, we are packing up, trying a new GoPro mount, and just kind of going over things, nut and bolting, normal general race day procedure stuff. So I'm mounting you guys here tonight. Hopefully that gives a better video. So I used to have me over my shoulder on the bar back there, but if the track's super heavy or anything hits that lens, it either breaks it or it just covers up the whole lens. You can't see anything. So at least you'll be able to see what I'm doing a whole race. And I was wanting to get a GoPro, I was wanting to put the what is this, the 8. Yeah, I was wanting to mount this one back on here, but I don't have another one of those roll bar mounts. What does she want? All right, so she's going to the store and she's stopping by McDonald's to get me some French fries. All right, that is my weakness, those McDonald's French fries. And also Tri-County has ice cream. That's my other weakness. So that's why I got this road bike back in there to start, you know, staying in shape so I can continue eating those things. Because I'm 24. That'll eventually catch up to me. Not yet, but it will, because I ain't changing my eating habits. I just got to change my working out habits. Anyways, this is all the crap we're getting ready to get organized and loaded up in these totes. Everything's kind of charged for the most part. I got fuel. That's the remaining fuel out of that drum. And hopefully we don't have to use much of it tonight. I have to clean up my helmet. This is what I was looking out of last race day. It wasn't wet like this. I was swiping because this was my last tear off. I didn't want to mess up my my shield. But yeah, this is This is what we were looking out of. It wasn't too good. Well, we'll get this guy cleaned up. It's just a crappy rattle can paint job, but it's already chipping, as you can tell. I do need to get a new helmet. If y'all have any recommendations, let me know. And I don't care about what color it is or whatever. I just think it's time. That thing is like 3 years old. Seen a lot of racing. And I've even been almost upside down in a race car with that one. So, yeah. I don't know if I've shown y'all this in prior video. But I got this in the mail from Mr. Bob Salter from Bob Starters. You can give him a call. But look how pretty this starter is. You can see me in it. You know, refreshed, ready to go. It's a used starter, of course, but yeah, if you need any starter needs, you need them rebuilt, worked on, you need one, period, I'd say give him a call at 618-248-5216. He definitely hooked me up with a pretty one. I don't even want to put it on the car, it's so pretty. But we're bringing this as a spare, just in case something happens. All right, we made it. Getting unloaded. This is why we need to work on the pit light situation. She busted, but we'll do what we got. I don't even know why we bother cleaning this thing. I don't know if y'all can tell. And open trailer problems. This whole side. Yeah, well, we did have a blowout. First blowout with this trailer. Had to put that spare on, which it's still holding there. It's like this tread is like separating. I don't know, big old hole there, big hole here. Not sure what happened. All right, we're walking out here. Oh, look at the cushion they got us. Don't want to hit that. It seems like this is more of a D now, doesn't it? I don't know, first impressions. Yeah, it looks like a D. Carry a lot of speed momentum into here.
All right, Matt, how's it feeling?
Maybe like a little center push. I mean, I couldn't see in 3 and 4. Like as soon as I get the car set, like I just can't see anything. That sun was just like right there, so that's pretty much useless trying to figure out 3 and 4.
Okay, how's the car
I had to
feeling?
watch the video how I was running. I could pretty much flat foot it in 3 and 4. I just kind of felt like it wanted to push in the center though. I just gotta watch the footage to see how I was driving, but I could not see a damn thing going in 3 and 4.
How's it going, man?
I went from 5th to 2nd in the first corner. That inside car, I guess he wasn't expecting me to be 3 wide. I think he looped it. We had a fast car. I got trapped on the bottom. Me and that 11 car, we've had some good races before. I don't know if he kind of came down on me or if I went up underneath him a little too hot or what, but made a little bit of contact. Yes, should be starting 3rd for the main event, inside 2nd row. So we'll see what we can do from there. That's the one that pays. All right, so we got her kind of fixed. Oh boy, Courtney's gonna be mad. Probably time for a new door. We got a baby Grand Canyon there, and then we got a big old Grand Canyon there. We just taped up with speed tape. Grinding some tires. First time grinding tires. Doing pretty good. Yeah, I felt a little loose in the exit, so or like really just coming out of 3 and 4. So I'm gonna rewatch the video, see what I'm doing wrong there, see if I need to make any changes. But other than that, car felt good. I just ran out of laps getting up to first there, so yeah, I feel bad about getting that 11 car. I didn't want to hurt my car, and I hope I didn't hurt his. But yeah, we actually came in at 1495 on the scale, so we're pulling lead. I may or may not have been sitting on a chunk of lead. That was kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, we are. We'll play with some stuff, see what we can do. I just need to grow a pair and start throwing changes at it, and if I ain't gonna get any better not making changes. So just need to make some pretty good drastic changes and just see what happens. I stepped on my dick on that one. Started third, was running second for majority of the race, maybe, I don't know, less than 5 to go. I decided to spin it. Went back to like 9th, and then got up to 6th. So, man, that 13 car was running pretty good. I was just hanging with them. I just couldn't get a good run. I think it was 3 and 4 is still my issue there. I was getting them ground in 1 and 2, but made some changes to make the car tighter on exit. I don't think that's my issue. I think it's just too tight on entrance. I'm just throwing it in there, and I'm just throwing it in there too hard. And it's just, I think it's really my driving, not the car. So we're gonna go back. I do know what that setup change feels like now. So in case I do wanna, think I might need to do that, I can, but yeah, that's disappointing. Yeah, we had a top 3 car for sure. 58 car Sean's just fast. He checked out and spun out on his own. I guess he came up back. Was running third for a while behind me, I guess. Yeah. Man.
Something really cool. On this side of the car, you got some artificial light, but on this, you got some natural light.
I'll just look in the car over in the daylight now. Yeah, I think it's about time for some new body panels on this thing. I'm just thinking about doing doors and quarters. I know they make plastic ones for your right sides. They're supposed to be pretty decent, you know. I mean, you won't get these big, long tears in them, but they will flex and bounce right back. So I don't know, I might try them out, see how they do. I think it's like 80 bucks for a quarter and then 100 and something for a door. But yeah, learned a lot last night. Oh, but you know, we're gonna probably be at Northwest Florida Speedway next week. They only pay like $400 to win, maybe $500 if you have more than 8 cars, but less than 8, I think it's $400 to win. And that really isn't worth, you know, going and risking tearing stuff up. But there's other tracks here locally that I noticed been paying a little bit more, like Southern and Deep South. So we might make a venture out over there and see what we can do. Cause I do like Deep South. That was a very fast track, very fun track. I think they made some changes this year, and I've been watching Southern too. They've made really big changes this year, and I've heard from a couple people that track is way better. So we might make some races out that way. It's just Northwest Florida Speedway is 15 minutes from the house. It's the only real benefit there. It's a good track. It's just payout, you know. When Stingers are running for more money than a 602, it's kind of like, whoa, maybe we should just run some Stingers. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta clean this car today. Ain't too many maintenance items I have to do this week. Still have a race for, you can do an oil change, and I am gonna run the valves. I'm gonna redo all my valve lashing just because it's the first race on those. I'm sure they've gotten ran in, so they might have loosened up. But yeah, hopefully we don't find nothing broke or nothing bent. Shouldn't be, but you never know. Yeah, t-shirts and hoodies and koozies should be in soon. I got a picture of the koozies that were made. They're pretty good looking. But yeah, we'll see y'all here next weekend when we go racing. Don't know where. I think it's either Deep South or Northwest Florida Speedway. I don't know which one we're going to go to yet.